Jay, how'd you like that? How'd you doing, man? How'd you like that? Yeah, my nephew was on the other side. You know that, right? He was a quarterback. And that's why I was there. And Lincoln and Fred Ball, what was it? Yeah. So is he a senior? Senior, one of those Westerns, like school stuff. Yeah, he had a good year. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. That's good that he
but they keep on using it as a smoke screen of their failure of analysis. It's not financial. Because they gain money through they keep on they supposed to be helping the kids read and write. If you look at the score on how the test score, they read in a 4th grade level. So why CTU are not intervening on that? You know why? Because they want to be so politician interfering what's going on in the lives. And guess who got the lowest score? The black girl. CTU has not intervened and put books in there, intervened to put like with the vocational high school. They took because they said there's no money. So CTU and the CPS are responsible for that. So when they said the kids can't it ain't what they want. That's what I'm saying.
All right, how long is it going to take? Wait a minute. He's ready. It's up in his office.
Be like, hey, I got a hard cutoff.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, hopefully.
You want to smile for the camera?
Very good about being here on time. So I think you should be here by noon, maybe, and then relieve you. Are you feeding this back live?
I am not.
Okay.
But I mean, if you need me to.
That is Citizen Kane, Mr. Mark Armstrong, Shy Guardian, Deep South Press Corps in the house.
Does that have a process or no?
Say hello. I got you.
LG's also in, right?
All right.
Yes. And give me a random camera. Just makes it hard for everybody.
Okay. Okay. We'll see what's happening. I only had a few hours of sleep, so you know I'm real friendly today. Okay. Cardona.
Let's get this party started.
Okay. Did I say I only had a few hours sleep? I got to sleep about 3:15 this morning, and right back up. I got a lot of work still pending. I got to get to. I'm gonna hopefully try to get to it before that time. You all are gonna have a presser today?
I don't know. We're playing it by ear.
Okay.
I text Cassie, but he hasn't gotten back to me.
Okay. All right.
When he lets me
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. The actual
See that?
chats on here are pretty faint. We need to have a better, brighter background in order to see a lot of these chats. But got a new app I'm working with. Hopefully this is gonna work out fine. Good morning, and welcome, welcome. Yes, we are down here at City Council today on a Saturday. Not hardly any of our folks got opportunity to get chosen, but got some children that's going to be speaking today that are directly affected by the things that are going on here in the city. So we'll be capturing that. Yes. Saturday morning down here at City Hall. A lot of people did not care to be down here. A lot of the aldermen didn't care to be down here. But this is what duty calls for when you have to do your job.
That's their fourth one, but there's 7.
I'm also working with a robotic arm today. So hopefully this is going to pan out well.
Listen, and
Talk about everything. These people, if you want to see the fallen angel, look to your right.
Look up there where the seat is at too when you come in. That's a definite fallen angel. The one that sits right up there in that chair. That's the head of the fallen angel. Okay.
But the thing is, he say that he's saved. The man, he's supposed to be a man of God. He go to church.
No, sister. You know the devil goes to church too.
Yes.
And the devil
We know that.
very well.
Know it very well. That's how he recruits. He gonna give you what you like, not what you don't like.
But I'm just telling y'all, this is what they say.
I know.
he's
Oh, I
a
know the
man.
history. I know the history of him.
His daddy was supposed to be a man.
Yeah. Mama too.
He's saved.
This is what I was talking about when I told you the other day when I said about the preacher's kids. You know, don't come like Stephanie Coleman was hollering out, I'm a child of 2 pastors, and I'm like, and we know about you preacher kids. You could be the child of a pastor, don't mean you are walking right.
No. What do y'all think about her?
Oh, I don't. I already told you, I went to her aid and she gonna jump on me.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm like, if you that stupid, then I don't have no time for you.
In the name. Sit down now. Mr. Ken, something. Make this goddamn video go fast. Make it go fast.
That's what they are. Amazon preachers.
Yeah, it's
When I
pretty
call
crowded up
them
in here today.
Take that word. They are.
God bless you.
God bless you as well. All is well. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah, they had the choir down there the other day, and actually I broke out into singing.
So
I sure did. I needed it. I needed it, church. Oh, it was when I was a kid. As I got older, I wasn't in there. I've been to several churches, but my last one is Living Word. Yeah. Metro. That was down here, and then they moved it over into Crane High School. It was one of the selective enrollment schools, just like Whitney Young.
I couldn't get into those kickoff meetings.
It was that or Austin, and I wasn't going to Austin. I told my father, nope,
Good morning.
not going to Austin.
How are you this morning? We used to go work out there, but we used to play basketball against their team there. Tigers.
Christmas.
I can tell you must have been playing basketball because you got the height.
Yeah, that was my sport. It was good.
So are we doing a Woody Harrelson white man can't jump?
Oh yeah, I couldn't jump all that well, but I'll fight you for the ball. If the ball's on the
Okay.
ground, I'll fight you for that ball.
Okay.
You got problems if the ball's on the ground. If it's up in the air, you got a chance to get me.
Okay. I hear you.
My time.
Oh, I only had a few hours of sleep.
Yeah. When you leave here, you get, how you doing, man? You brought the kids with you? Brought the friends?
They speaking today.
Good.
Yes.
Oh.
7, 11, and 9. Ah.
Cool. Very good.
It'll be 10, 12, and 14. They're 2 years apart, right? Okay.
Play sports?
Hello. It's like our son. The first one is a little shorter than the last one.
Okay, I will. I got it. Okay. I'll call you back. I ain't never been
So it's gonna be an interesting day. I am very good. What made you change hearts?
I think that
It's
people
crazy.
get to see
I can't do it anymore. No. Not if I'm gonna follow the word of God.
Oh, I know, right?
Good morning.
You can't. They changed this whole party around to a more demon
Good morning, people.
demons.
I'm a film this. I want people to see. I've never gone live before. No, not today, no.
That's what I'm telling you. All of them over there. All of them over there gonna speak today. All of them.
Make decisions concerning our communities.
But y'all, yeah, we know what
I don't
time
ever
it is.
Facebook, but I just want people to be able to see. This is our city hall here in Chicago. Some of your aldermen that are here.
They don't celebrate. They go in their own culture, their own.
You guys can see. We need to pray over our city. I just wanted to show you all the clips of what's happening here. You guys can see it. This is one of our good aldermen right here.
How's everybody doing out there?
You don't find one damn right here. You don't find one damn in the most one migrate of the Chinese.
We will continue to do God's
All
work
the
here.
time. All the time.
Regardless if we are outnumbered, we
'Cause
are not outfought.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
At the end of the day, we all have to answer them. End of the day. And that's what Brandon needs to get locked in his head.
So this is what's really
What he doing now? And anytime, like I said on one of my public speaking events, is that as a teacher or somebody who's in a leadership role, you are held to a higher standard when it comes down to the answering God. So taking that lightly is not a joke. And he should know all of this. But again, like we said, Satan goes to church.
so I'm here again. Good morning, everybody. I know
that's
this is
for sure.
early morning on Saturday. This is my first time actually going live here in the council, but I really wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see what's going on.
That's Mr. Blakemore over there, Mr. George Blakemore.
How many counties are here?
83 years old and still hanging it.
But I want to actually happening as preparing this morning for budget meeting. And so again, we have a lot of organizations that are here. A lot of different people that will be speaking. I have had an opportunity to share, and I will be here from now on. I'm in the budget meetings, and so again, just wanted to give, the meeting, actually they stretched it out because the budget has not passed, and so prayerfully we don't have a shutdown, but nevertheless, of course, it's Saturday, and they're trying to resolve it. And so normally the meetings are like once a month. So again, I wanted to show you guys what is going on. Let me just turn it.
Oh, that's the liar police lady, the one who sucks up.
People that make the decisions concerning our nation, concerning our lives. The Bible says, pray for those that are in authority, as you can see, your aldermen. And if need to be, glory to God, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, we as the people, again, we have the power and we have the voice, again, to get people out of office that don't serve the best interests of our communities.
Yeah, we won't be
And this is why it's so
speaking today, you
important
all.
that we know
They
what's
picked
going
all
on,
of the
because
people
at the
who's
end of the day,
against
we're the ones
us
that are going to be
for the rights of the
affected by the
citizens
decisions
that will be speaking
these
today.
people that
So
they're making.
if you
So
eat,
again,
try to hold your food
I wanted
down.
you guys to see what's really going on. Here we go, our council.
That's right, Andrew.
Mr. Blakemore back there going on.
That is right. They need to repent for real. Not playing these games.
There's Flip Red, Danny, Zoe here, their team. So again, I just wanted to record this so that you guys can actually see visibly. Yes, and I'm definitely here praying. I get a chance, firsthand to see what actually, and the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and rulers of darkness of this world and spiritual wickedness in high places. And so again, I just wanted you guys to see this morning our city council, the things that are going on here in the city of Chicago. And so we're waiting now. What time is the mayor supposed to be out? What time? Oh, Lord.
You see that look on my face?
Yes, I see the look on your face. Oh, Lord, so we're
It
waiting
would be a
on
miracle if he was here on time.
time. Okay, well, he's not here. The
He
mayor.
is a bad example for a leader. Bad example. He's not on time. He used to, wouldn't even apologize. I started shouting it out about our time is more valuable as well. So
Yeah.
you need to be getting here on time and apologize for when you're late. He started doing it in the press conferences now. Because I told him, y'all sitting up here for hours. We sat up here for 2 hours one time waiting on him. I couldn't leave because I was a public speaker and I had a message I was delivering from God to him. A whole bunch of scriptures to let him know, you being watched.
Wow. So there you have it. So this is what the reality of what's going on here. And I'm just letting you guys see. your aldermen, the people that we put in these seats. Here they go. See? Yeah. So this is what we're doing here in the city of Chicago.
Okay, I'm going to probably take this off, try to readjust it. This AI robot is doing a little angle on me.
Chicago. One Chinese.
Mr. Blake.
One damn Chinese in this goddamn life. Because they got their own state.
Does Mr. Blakemore have a Facebook page?
What is that?
Yes.
Is he on Facebook?
Yes, he is.
So again, I just wanted you guys to see. Y'all can see.
They got their own town.
That's Mr. Blakemore back
And
there.
guess what else they have? They got the lottery. I went over to they got their own little lottery. They got their own.
All right, y'all, I'm going to
Okay, give me a moment. Resetting. All right.
Because I know my steps are being ordered again by the Lord. I'm just
These
glad
little gadgets are
to
sensitive.
be here. And I can say that I've had an opportunity. Some of the aldermen I've actually had an opportunity to wanted to meet with them. So I was very, very happy about that. That I didn't have to move in. There were those that actually came.
Yeah, the point is we're making a presence here to let them know. There was no presence before. A lot of things were allowed down here, and they just go and perform and do whatever they want. But when we show our faces up, now they see that we are not going to accept anything they throw at us. As you all didn't get an opportunity to witness earlier today, just a little while ago before I went live, is that the Alderman, Andre Vasquez, who's over the Immigrant and Refugee Committee, he came over here when I asked him where is his fearless leader, and he said he's a colleague, just like anyone else up in here, and that we are their bosses. And I said, yeah, remember that and say it louder. We, the citizens, decide what's best for us. You all are to deliver what we need to have delivered, but we make the decisions. We are the taxpayers that's making the payments. So if without us, this wouldn't exist. We're talking about assets and liabilities. That's what we're talking about, assets and liability. We're the assets. The liabilities are the ones that's being spent out. So that's why they need to understand what's true, what's real in here.
What is they damn business? Money. They got Chinatown. Money, honey. They killed to their business.
Okay, so this looked like the bulk of it.
Business is money.
And it is hot in here. Probably because of all the body heat that's going on in this building.
Yes, I got a mental problem. All the blacks got a mental problem.
I don't have a mental problem. I'm not receiving that. I cancel that.
Business is money. You don't even have a grocery store.
You gotta speak for yourself,
You don't even
mister.
have a bank.
Not for me.
You used to have a hospital called Providence. Now the county bought it.
Problem I got is I'm ticked about how they think they're gonna keep running this government on our tax
Black had
dollars.
their own damn hospital. Black people had their own damn hospital. Where's that bid? Where's that bid? What bid? They don't have shit. They say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. Go there. Go there. Hallelujah. Where's the
Oh, don't you
Chinese?
use both of them in the same sentence now, Mr. Playboy. Don't do that. Don't swear. Don't. No. I said don't swear and then use the Lord. Don't
Wait a
swear.
minute. Wait a minute. You don't tell me what to do.
Don't you start with me.
I
Don't
said
you start with
you
me.
don't tell-
I'm
do what
not
you
the
want.
one.
I
Don't
tell
start
you,
with me.
don't start
No,
with
if
me.
you can say
Don't
something
tell
to me,
what to do.
if you can
You
say something to
cannot
me,
tell me what to do.
okay.
I'm not listening to you. So you talking in vain. You don't
I'm
tell
talking
me
in vain.
what to do. You don't tell me what to do. No, you don't.
You ain't gonna be using Jesus' name in vain.
No, you do not. You're not gonna
Check yourself. Check yourself. You're closer to death than you are to birth. I'm talking Christ. I'm talking Christ. We've had this conversation several times.
Anybody want a brownie?
Well, thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jane. Brownies. 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 Merry Christmas.
You want a brownie?
Gator. Gator. I can try to get one. Yeah. You guys want one?
That's Alderman Gardner. He's on our side. He's the good one.
Yeah, I like Alderman Gardner. I like him. He been so. I figured that because he been so nice, so kind. Let me show you something real quick. Because I've been on the street like all last night. And you would think that
You can sleep.
I got a few hours.
Me too.
I was so tired. But this me, like this is what I'm on the street, I'm in the community. These my people, my teams out here. This my son getting saved.
Praise
But-
God.
Praise the Lord. And he's been shot, 3 times. So when you hear me talking about violence, these are things that I have lived. And I'm not.
Your son got a mission here
He
on
does.
earth.
He does. I promise you. This him out there with us holding, God doing the work in his life. This is my pastor, Apostle John Eckhart. I don't know if you ever heard of
I
Eckhart.
think I have. Yeah.
So this 2 weeks ago. This is what I was telling him. This over in Monique Scott Moore.
Oh yeah, you were showing me over at the Cook County building.
So you see this kind of stuff. This is what I'm out here dealing with. If I wasn't out there that night, somebody probably would have been killed because I had to tell them, don't get your guns, chill out, let's, talk this thing out or whatever. You see me coming right in the middle of the action. I'm in the middle of shootouts and these people wars, and I would think that the work that I do and that they know that I do, y'all should be coming to me saying, Apostle Sandy, how can we help you? And this is why when I try to meet with the mayor, his staff, one of the guys, Christopher Hodges, I'm telling them about some stuff on 95th, that we need police detail and some other things. He telling me I said, we just had like 5 people killed, 20-something people shot. And you asking me what's the urgency of me trying to give you, you know what I mean, trying to tell you that we good morning, trying to help you. And so it's almost like, and we did 24 hours of prayer on the street, an operation where we're doing community engagement, 24-hour prayer. We on these corners with all these shootings and stuff going on. I said, well, can y'all help me? Give me like a proclamation for the day. This is VIP Day Chicago, Violence, Intervention, and Prevention. They could give it to me, we can't, do nothing with religion. But I see you walk people in that don't even live in Chicago. They sit down with the mayor, you give them everything that they want because they got money and because they white and because it's political ties and things that you want from your agenda.
Same thing you said on public speaking.
It's terrible.
I know.
I said, now, I ain't got nothing against Charles Jenkins, but we ain't seen Charles Jenkins in Chicago. I ain't seen that man in years.
Is he from that church?
No, he used to be from Fellowship.
Okay.
And I look online, he getting proclamations and thank you for what? But you couldn't do that for me. So this is why I say, you know what, I'm gonna be here in their faces because this is the type of stuff your staff and administration do. And then, like we out all last night on these corners. Where are the violence prevention group? That you funded all these violence to? Where is the? You see them in here? Where is the?
Oh, they claim they out there doing something. That's why they keep trying to get funding.
So this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But see, it's no excuse because you heard what I said. I can show you where I'm at and what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. You see my photos, you see everything that we are. Where's these people? They inside of buildings.
Okay, Mary Lowry came in, so
Good, thank you.
Who is that?
she's supposed to be his legal counsel. Supposed to. Barely ever see her do anything. Barely say a word.
That wasn't nice.
I'm not coming out
Mr. Blakemore
He loves attention. Loves it. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna sit around and watch and hear somebody that I've already had this conversation with several times blaspheming on the name in God and cussing in the same sentence. That's not happening.
Remember the Arsenio Hall show? Remember he had the dog pound?
I remember that.
They work together.
Like I told him, you closer to death than you are to birth. You better get your life right.
You gonna speak today?
He's sleeping. No, he's my silent armor.
Nice.
Come out and support me.
Nice. Is your husband? Nice. How long have you been married?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, since 88.
88? Nice.
88.
37 years. How many kids?
3.
God bless. How many boys?
2.
Boys and girls? God bless. How you got grandkids?
They scan these kids today to have that.
I should have got some tissue. Still my stuff.
You in here now, so go ahead and take care of your business.
All these black people will come
My
together.
mama taught me, she said, don't eat nothing. I'm going to eat this, but I'm like, Lord, I'm scared. Now, you know that's a shame.
That young man here,
Well, you got to be scared to eat the brown.
though he got a white
That's
wife,
all
I'll be
good.
like,
a black wife, they still both, we still black, so we got to work together. Got to work together.
Reverend Hall. Reverend all up Brandon Johnson's tail. Anything evil, he's with it. Okay, the sire has walked in. Finally. What time is it? 10:41. The meeting starts at 10 o'clock. It is 10:41.
Look at it.
I like your haircut.
Oh, you got a haircut?
That's $30,000.
Your side won the game with them useless words they about to say for 30 minutes.
Okay, while this is taking place, I'm going to do an adjustment to try to get this back on target because it definitely was not connecting properly. Okay, this is probably going to switch. Let's see.
Try to educate my teachers. I told them War One Chinese.
Okay. More even playing now.
It's not going there.
Had to do a reconnection here on the gimbal. So there you are. The selected mayor of Chicago. As I said the other day, Thursday, selected. So when people go screaming, you all elected him, is a lie. I made it clear publicly. It's recorded. It's documented. I'm not that one.
Yes, sir.
Alderman Harris.
Yeah.
Not in Chambers.
Sounds good. Okay, yes, sir.
Alderwoman Ramirez. Not in chambers. Alderwoman Gutierrez. Not in chambers. Alderwoman Clemens. Not in chambers.
If you just off a couple of centimeters, this thing will go ballistic. It's in my co-pilot.
Alderman Mosley. Not in chambers.
In here?
Alderman Rodriguez. Not in chambers. Alderman Fuentes.
Where? On the outside? Yes, thank you.
Alderwoman Rodriguez Sanchez.
Set this back up.
Not in chambers. Alderman Spasado. Not in chambers. Alderman Gardner.
Present.
Is here. Alderwoman Haddon.
Weak black man up
Not
there.
in chambers. And Alderwoman Silverstein.
All of them. Weak black man.
Not in chambers.
You don't get no weaker than that thing up there.
Nope.
Stomach hurt.
Alderman Rodriguez.
Oh, look at Doofus over there. He one of them pastors. No, he one of the ones that support Brandon Johnson and all his mission. That one right there. That's why I told their congregants, go over there and ask them for their property tax money.
Alders that have requested to participate in today's meeting remotely for reasons stated in Rule 59. Madam Clerk, can you confirm the following alders?
No, y'all better listen to the citizens.
Online, Alders Harris, Ramirez, Coleman, Taylor, Mosley, Rodriguez Sanchez, Spazzato, Patton, Laspada, and Gutierrez.
Alderman Laspada.
The real citizens, not people who's here just trying to collect for their own personal gains.
Alderman Laspada, are you there?
I am present. Yes.
Alderman Laspada is present. Alderman Spasado.
Next Posado's here.
Alderman Spasado is present. Alderwoman Coleman. Alderwoman Coleman, can you hear us? Present.
Why can't they have their tails down here too?
Alderman Mosley.
Lazy way of doing
Alderman
business.
Mosley is present. Alderwoman Harris.
Here.
Alderwoman Harris is present. Alderwoman Haddon.
Present.
Alderwoman Haddon is present. Alderwoman Ramirez.
Present.
Alderwoman Ramirez is present. Alderwoman Gutierrez. Alderwoman Gutierrez, can you hear us?
Thank you.
Alderwoman Rodriguez Sanchez. Present. Present. Alderwoman Taylor.
Here.
Alderwoman Taylor is here. Alderman Gutierrez, can you hear us now?
She signed up, she didn't get paid.
So Andrew, it's not up to any of us, because in the final destination, that will be God that will make a decision. He uses us to be a vessel to deliver his word to the man who wants a king. Go read 1 Samuel chapter 8. I'm going to advise you to do that.
Thank you. Please remain standing for our invocation, which will be delivered today by Reverend Dr. Christopher Reacher from the Chicago Theological Seminary.
God of creation, who spoke this world into being and called it good. We thank you for this city, its people, its neighborhoods, and its hosts. We ask your guidance today in the labor of building a city where every life is regarded as sacred. A city where all have the resources needed to live, work, and thrive. A city where everyone has the opportunity to realize their own unique gifts and potential. You have made us for community, for a shared life, a shared responsibility, and a shared hope. Incline our ears to hear every voice anew. Steady our hands to serve the whole city, and soften our hearts towards the lives of neighbors we do not yet know. Strengthen and sanctify the hearts and minds of this body to remember the most vulnerable among us. May your spirit align our policies and priorities with your purpose. May your steadfast love heal whatever may have been broken by our passions. Bless this body in finding common ground for the common good, where the good of one is bound to the good of all. All of these things we ask, trusting in your creative, sustaining, and redeeming power. In Jesus' name.
Notice a lot of them are saying in Jesus' name now when they're doing their prayers down here since we yelled that out. Coming down here with all this other stuff. Okay, we're getting to the public speaking time now.
Did Zoe and Danielle get... I broke my zipper.
No, none of us.
My zipper.
Public comment.
How I did that. I'm in the meeting.
They can't talk about those schemes. Right, that's the same thing.
Time for public comment.
Comment period is limited to a maximum of 30 minutes. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes.
With the line.
You cannot yield or transfer the time to another speaker. Any written comments that are submitted will be posted and made available to all members. Our first speaker today is
Good morning, City Council, Mayor Johnson, and members of the Mayor's Administration, and Chicago residents. My name is Ito Saikbogo. I'm originally from the West Side. I'm a new South Side resident of the 3rd Ward and an organizer of the Chicago Black Voter Project. I first want to commend you for enduring consistent verbal and emotional assault in these chambers with the utmost professionalism, dignity, and class. I affirm your humanity and the truth that you do not deserve that treatment, regardless of whether or not we agree politically. I want you to imagine a new Chicago with me. In Chicago, people are raised in equitable and prosperous communities, from the beaches of Edgewater to the bungalows of Roseland. Public schools and libraries are fully funded and staffed, filled to the brim with eager students from the southeast side to homes on the 5900 blocks of Austin like the one I was born in. Residents who reflect the beauty of design have Chicago roots 5 generations in, or are newly American immigrant residents from all over the world. We live in racial harmony because everybody has the opportunity to start a business, pursue higher education, and raise a family without discrimination or interference. Care teams are dispersed throughout the city when a neighbor struggling with their mental health is making unsafe choices that endanger those around them. They are met with de-escalation practices and compassion. Youth peacekeepers mediate disagreements among their peers and train others to follow in their footsteps.
And Brandon is up there on his
Mad
phone.
City has transformed their communities so much that places in the city are experiencing unrecognizable peace. Police overtime is capped because policing is no longer a catch-all for everything.
This is what Brandon
Chicago
is
voters
doing
in
right
West
now.
Garfield and Auburn Gresham and the low end are engaged voters who know and love their alders. Our seniors are leading civic education instead of carrying voting on their backs, and they are not pushed out of their homes due to rising cost of living, but able to pass their properties on to families prepared to steward them. In fact, families are flocking to Chicago, not just businesses.
Where the heck is she getting that information from?
Many instead of just profit for the few. Chicago is a place where anyone who wants to work hard and live well can form roots because of you. Because this city council and this
people are
mayor's
flocking to
administration was able
Chicago.
to do what few watching believed you could.
What Chicago
You
they
came
flocking
to
to?
an agreement and balanced this budget on smart, fiscally responsible policy choices of taxing corporations in a position to make a larger investment and adjust with their senior leaders' pocket to reflect the demand of our current crisis, instead of making residents of a city who trusted and elected you vulnerable to predatory collections. You rejected any measure that could harm us. You set a precedent for years to come. Thank you for your long nights, your diplomacy, and your—
Get out of here. Your time is over. That's some bull. Lies, lies, all lies.
The next speaker reporting is
Activist Jasmine Smith, the Chicago Alliance Against Racial and Political Repression. A lot of you aldermen know my story. I am advocating for my two loved ones. That's the oldest, Enrico Crocker, who's wrongfully convicted, 17 years, 15 years now, still in prison fighting for their justice back in quote-unquote conditions. So this year, there are a total of 41 survivors that was all wrongfully convicted by Brian Forberg, Kevin Eberly, and John Foster, who are still on our force to this day. So I stand in front of you all this because a lot of you are indecisive when it comes to the checks and balances and the accountability and transparency when it comes to the police. But let's talk about the numbers. Y'all had a budget of $80 million for wrongful lawsuits to be dished out. Y'all blew through that $80 million within months. We as city taxpayers are almost $1 billion in wrongful conviction settlements. I am dealing with 100 of cases right now that are back in court for post-conviction for being wrongfully convicted. I haven't even got out of it. And they will get out because we're fighting for them. We got 100 cases that's pending right now for lawsuits that the numbers are not even published yet. This is a serious matter, and to be told that this council, y'all don't even want to sit down and talk about the solutions when it comes to the money the millions that's being pushed out for misconduct. Why is these officers still on our force? Why are you aldermen are even trying to take away the cap on their overtime? That's $200 million that's already been spent to this day for overtime. I've seen many officers in the bars on the clock. Liquor bars, cigar bars, just hanging out, milking the clock. There's no checks and balances. There's no transparency with that. The police have never had any transparency in the city because if they did, a lot of them would still be on the force.
Seemed like a long 3 minutes.
I'm encouraging you all that's indecisive.
What they do, extend the clock?
And that's being paid by the FOP to really just look at the many lives that are suffering behind bars for things that
Goes
they
fast
did.
when you do your own.
If they are innocent in prison, where's the criminals? They still on our streets. Y'all supposed to protect and serve your constituents. There's no protection when the wrong people are in prison and when the people that actually did these crimes are still roaming our streets. There's no question of right or wrong when it comes to police transparency, accountability in the city. Y'all need to listen to us. And then a lot of aldermen talk when we come up here because we are organizers, but we are constituents too. Organizers, activists, however you want to call it. We are fighting for our community and fighting for people that deserve to be heard by you all that we voted for.
Y'all don't ask for no audit. Ask for an audit. Y'all can't ask for an audit because y'all on the payroll.
Drew up prior.
Good morning, my name is Audrey Pryor. Thanks for having me. Chicago is special. Almost everyone who's ever been here loves Chicago more than most
There
cities.
you go. Ask for an audit.
But Chicago is only special because of the people that are in the city. By threatening their well-being, you are threatening the very makeup of this city. This city contains legacies of strong, kind, communal, hard-working, and nurturing people. People who believe in you. People who have entrusted you with their very lives and the lives of their children. Those are the people who are being forgotten by this council. The people who opened the building before we got here and the people who will vacuum the floor after we leave. This council has forgotten the people who cleaned the streets and fixed their cars, who removed the garbage you thankfully decided not to tax. The people who launder your clothes, the person that made your morning cup of coffee, the people that teach your children. This council is listening to corporations with no end to profit in sight over the pleas of the people who put you here. What do you want your children, nieces, nephews, and nibblings to remember when they grow up?
Forensic audit.
What do you want your young neighbors to remember? Do you want them to remember the time that their parents lost their jobs? Do you want them to remember the time their grandmother lost the family home because she went bankrupt after her hospital bill and debt was sold to a collector? Do you want them to remember the winter when they didn't have heat? Do you want them to remember their last school year in Chicago because their family couldn't afford to stay? Or do you want them to remember the time you stood up for them? The time you stood against corporate exploitation. The time you actually used your power for the people and for their future. The city of Chicago is already in a deficit. Do you really want to use the people's debt to leverage the city? Doesn't that seem a little heartless and fiscally backwards? Stand up. Demand 1/1000th of a percentage of profit from these companies that have no commitment to this city. And use that money to support the people who have committed their lives to this city.
Yes, yes. We have children that's going to speak.
Y'all like having sex with them over there. CTU, that's what CTU do.
I love swimming and I love school. Flowers so I cannot do help. I mean, because I go to a Catholic school. That doesn't feel fair.
Brandon over there looking some kind of strange. Like, what is this? Out of the mouths of babes.
And I still just very money. Just like other kids. I learned that all kids are supposed to go through their education. No matter where they go to school. So I don't know. So I don't understand why women don't know. If CPS is not helping our children, so I don't think they should get more money than they are asking for. I think CPS doesn't take. So let's see our kids go. I'll get so. To make sure they have things in the child. Please make sure kids like me are not forgotten. Please make sure CPS is there. Please help that all children know. All these people, therefore, and CTU are supposed to be here for me.
Y'all laughing over there, huh?
And every
Always
student.
said that she
So I think they are here.
But said she had to bring kids down here to tell what's happening to her, that they won't open up their ears and pay attention to. That's sad.
Sad that y'all let us to continue to play out these sexual molestation cases over there. That's sad.
Yes, 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 yes. Out of the mouth of babes.
Alphabet. What is happening at?
What's happening?
CPS, CTU? Oh, you ain't clapping?
They think it's funny that a little child that's going through challenges in school from this city that comes up and speak about it. Sick people.
My name is Amy Masters, and I'm with the Building Owners and Managers Association of Chicago, or BOMA Chicago. We represent about 240 large office buildings in the city of Chicago. I want to speak to two narratives that have taken hold of the alternative budget. One is about the unpaid debts owed to the city, and the other is about the head tax. First, the debt. We keep hearing arguments about who can't pay, but we're talking about $8 billion of unpaid debt. And the alternative budget only aims to collect an additional $90 million, a tiny fraction of that amount. Many individuals and businesses that owe money can afford to pay. No one wants to burden people facing real hardship. but those who can't
Oh, but
pay
they can
their
break
debts
laws,
should.
and then they can
And
give
if
them
the city
programs to not pay
doesn't
for
collect
those
what's owed,
laws they
then
break.
why do we
Oh,
charge
make it
these
make
fees
sense.
in the first place? And are we telling people, even those who can pay, that paying fees is optional? Now the tax on jobs. There's been a lot of rhetoric suggesting that this is a tax on the ultra wealthy. If the goal is to tax the rich, that requires a graduated income tax, and that authority rests with the state, not with the city. What the head tax actually does is tax jobs. For select companies, it's a tax on each employee who works in Chicago at least 3 days a week. Whether that employee earns $40,000 or $400,000. And while the tax has been characterized as being small, it's just one more reason for employers to think twice about keeping their employees working downtown.
Exactly.
Keeping their business in the city, and even moving here in the first place.
Exactly.
Compared to cities across the nation, Chicago tops the list in all the wrong categories. Thank you.
List them. List them. List them. Stop her time. Stop her time. Stop her time. Stop interrupting.
Sergeant at Arms, continue to make sure that individuals who are in this chamber respect those individuals' time to speak, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We have the highest commercial property tax. We have the highest personal property lease tax, and that's before it gets increased with this budget. We have one of the highest sales tax in the nation, and we have one of the highest pension liabilities. Adding a tax on jobs on top of that doesn't make Chicago more competitive. It doesn't attract employers, and it doesn't make them want to stay.
Speak.
And it doesn't create jobs. It does just the opposite. It is a tax on jobs. While we're very aware that businesses are taking on the vast majority of these new budget costs, paying more than 80% of the fees and taxes in this budget, the alternative, this budget is the best alternative. We know it isn't perfect, and it is the best option we have. We all recognize the fiscal pressures confronting our city today, and a government shutdown would only intensify those challenges, making support today all the more essential. We urge the council to support this alternative budget that protects jobs and positions Chicago to grow. Thank you.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. Boo! Ignorant people over there. No respect.
My rebel without a cause. My rebel without a
Ignorant people over there. And they work for the city.
Good morning. Our message for the last few months has been very clear. Working class families need safety nets to survive these federal cuts. While we, the 99%, are faced with Great Depression level economic crisis, our nation's top 1% is the wealthiest they've ever been. We should have learned from this lesson already. History has shown us what happens when we prioritize property over the people that occupy its spaces, businesses and business owners over the communities that give them purpose, and corporations over the strong cities that are the reason for their success. Our stories of caution may have been ignored, but you will soon really feel them, and now the true work begins. We have guaranteed a Chicago that in 2026 will see devastating cuts to jobs and services because of the choices that was made by you all this week. What is the plan for when SNAP benefits are further depleted and enrollment lists are the longest they've ever been? What is the plan for when you realize the majority of the debt that you sold actually belongs to everyday Chicagoans on the south and west sides who are trying to hold on to their homes, not businesses? Chicagoans who once known grace for not being able to afford their water bills, but are now forced to file for bankruptcy. What are you going to do when those families are forced to leave Chicago? With them, the businesses will leave too, because Chicago, once the greatest city in the world, is now a barren, debt-ridden city
plagued by mass economic crisis. Taxing wealthy corporations was honestly just the start of safeguarding against this level of chaos. It's not a tax on jobs. It's a small contribution and investment for the people that hold those jobs. It remains a common sense solution the majority of Chicagoans agree with. You have chosen the harder path, and I hope you hold that decision with pride, because you alone will have that weight. We are here today, just like we've been throughout this budget fight, pleading with you to do what is needed to avoid calamity.
Yeah, well, we've been here for the last 2 years.
How are you planning to deal with the true fallout of passing this unbalanced alternative budget? You have the entire city of Chicago to answer to. Working class communities
Like
built
that guy from
something
the
power
ICE
together
detention center
during this
over there,
budget
doesn't
season,
it? The
and
one
will
that
last
had
beyond this
that
season.
megaphone. Right there. The one, the pink hat. He getting ready to come back up here.
Good morning, Council, fellow Chicago residents, and Mayor
So that is a
Johnson.
female.
Denise Dooley, 46th Ward. I'm here today to ask our alders and our mayor to please consider changing your vote or outright vetoing this alternative revenue plan. It's
Someone
a
else who don't know
disruptive plan.
financing.
I'm not the first person this morning to say it. The debt sale in particular will be a nightmare for our city for years to come. I can't think of anything more embarrassing than shifting a revenue burden by sending debt collectors after our lowest income neighbors.
The ones who break laws.
Very reasonable option to seek support from corporations. With regard to debt collection, we already know this debt pool is made up of people who are struggling to pay their water bills, pay their ambulance fees, and that's who this would impact, the people who are already unable to pay. Going after them as a temporary fix is cynical. It's not in line with our values in this city. It's another step towards the criminalization of poverty, and it's going to cause costly problems for our city in the long term. This kind of disregard for our lowest income residents should have us all very concerned. Rebudgeting at this point will not be easy. That's obvious. Please reverse the vote while there is still time. As difficult as this will be, there's absolutely a better way. Thank you.
Finance consists of assets and liabilities. Tax the rich. If they was rich, they'd be shutting their mouth. Don't know nothing about assets and liabilities. Get rid of, they leave, the jobs leave. Period.
Good morning. I'm Adrienne. I'm a library worker at the Washington Public Library. Over the last month, you've heard from my coworkers and from residents across the city about why our libraries matter. You've heard about how cuts to the library will cut youth jobs, services for unhoused patrons, and fruitful programs for children, teens, and adults. You've heard about what it's like to work in understaffed libraries, and you've heard that Chicago loves its libraries. I know this budget season has required all of you to make difficult choices. For any older person here today who feels that they've had to choose to cut funding for the libraries, I'm sorry that we haven't been able to show you everything that we do. How we keep kids and teens engaged in learning and exploring their passions beyond what they learn in school. How we spark the imagination of adults who think they've seen it all. How we help people who are homeless, who are cold during our brutal winters, who need help.
I'm gonna repeat this.
With mental health crises, help with
Corporations leave, the money is going to trickle down to the residents, the citizens. You all need to get that.
Your communities and our patrons.
What they're not paying, it will hit us even more.
To support the library's funding today. Thank you. No matter what side of the budget fight you've been on, we appreciate you coming together to support library services. With the shadow of a city shutdown,
Start taxing these people who are breaking laws that they give to the low incomes that don't have to pay when they break a law. But if you make a little money, you gotta pay when you break the law. How fair is that?
In the words of my coworker, Sarah, Chicago simply cannot be the greatest crooked city in the world if we have a defunded library system. Thank you for understanding the value of the People's University.
Jesse, do what you gotta do. You got control. Do what you gotta do, Jesse. Thank you.
My 11-year-old child, she's autistic, so be patient with her.
Hi City Council. My name is Connie and I'm 11. I'm here because I see people in my city who are homeless. Some are families and some are veterans. Some are elderly and some are disabled. They are Chicago citizens. I know the city has programs to help people who are new here, and I think helping people is important. But I don't know why people who have lived here their whole lives are still sleeping outside. If the city has homeless programs, they should help everyone, especially people who are already from Chicago. I think the city should be audited to make sure that money
Agree, being forever.
who need it most. Native Chicagoans, everyone deserves a safe place to sleep. No one should be invisible to their own city.
Yes.
Please make sure the city is clear and honest about how money is spent. United Working Families over here should be, and you're working for homeless citizens of Chicago, not just the mayor. Thank you for listening to me.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Out of the mouth of babes.
Y'all not gonna get a finger snap for the kids? Oh, okay.
It don't matter if she right. It's what she told me what she wanted to say. Y'all ask.
You don't gotta argue with them. You don't have to argue with them.
That taxes for corporations, but y'all wasn't here when they discussed that. But y'all want to come up here with this fake old rhetoric. My daughter did write her speech. She said she wanted to talk about.
You don't have to prove nothing to them.
She told me that downstairs.
Don't prove nothing to them.
Y'all over here write speeches. Y'all got Hilario writing speeches for Stacey Davis Gates and shit. Fuck what y'all talking about. I worked hard to get Brandon elected. I got Brandon elected in the 9th ward. He wasn't gonna win. He was losing the 9th
That was a
ward.
mistake.
I worked and got you elected, and you know that. United Working Families paid me to get you elected. They paid me. Look it up. Illinois Sunrise. Renetta Thomas was paid by United Working Families to get Brandon Johnson elected. United Working Families paid her to get him elected. CTU.
Danielle.
Sit, please. What you talking about?
Don't sit. Nobody no dog.
I'm not a dog. Don't talk to me like I'm a dog. Ask me nicely. Yes, I
That's
will.
better.
Yes,
You
I
gotta
will.
do respect, man. Don't do that sit crap.
Right. I worked real hard to get that man elected. Very hard.
I had to check him on that too. Gonna tell me to
I
sit.
worked very
Tell me to
hard for
shut
you,
up.
Brandon. You know that.
You better check yourself.
You know I worked very hard for you. I worked my butt off for you, Brandon. I did.
You don't care.
Check it. It's in the state records.
That you won't get elected again.
Bet you won't get elected.
CTU, y'all.
One hit wonder.
CTU, y'all can spend all that money. Y'all out of here.
Check the workers. Lynetta Thomas was paid by United Working Families, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay. Because they over there talking stuff about my
Yeah,
child.
they
and I'm not
don't
gonna
touch the
respect that.
don't touch the children.
Good morning to all the people and Mayor Johnson. My name is Mark Kaplan.
Pedophiles, homosexuals.
Tame your people over there, your animals.
Too much going on over there.
Yeah, you don't want to tame his
Good morning to all
animals.
the people, Mayor Johnson. My name is Mark Kaplan. I'm a proud member of the Northside Action for Justice. And I'm a little bit older than most people in this room. I was here in 1983 and part of that battle. And despite all the acrimony, the council was able to come together and pass an historic bond that made it possible for the first time to have major improvements in communities on a fair basis all around the city. I just cannot figure out why anyone would support an alternative budget that is going to have us back here in 6 months trying to solve a crisis and then saying that we have to raise property taxes and force more people out of the city.
They ain't touching my property
It
taxes.
does not make any sense to me to have a budget that counts on speculation and going after people in our communities who can't afford to live right now, who are now going to be losing their medical benefits and their food benefits, and speculate on debt rather than going with a sure thing, which is asking the richest corporations in this city to pay
What the hell y'all gonna do when the corporations leave?
less than 1/1000% of their profits.
That's a lot of federal workers over
our
there
collective community
parading
public safety.
around.
What is the
Donald
logic?
Trump need to come in here and cut their jobs.
Are we a bunch of gamblers? Should we all maybe everybody buy a Powerball?
You should have said that when they were paying them illegals.
Because then we would have $1 billion.
Nobody said nothing when they paying them illegals
So
on
I'm
that
asking
side.
all of you who are counting on the speculation of this alternative budget, please don't just buy one. Buy 100 of those tickets, and then whichever one of us wins, we can all put it towards the budget, and that'll be $1 billion less.
Now you tell them illegals to pay the money back. They
I
don't
want
never
to
bring up
thank
the
all
illegals.
of the older people who have stood strong with the Protect Chicago budget. Because that's what makes sense.
We didn't have a budget issue until your goddamn illegals came up in here.
Are we going to
say you got
vote
$1 million
for a
home.
budget that
They
guarantees
say you live in $1 million home.
the money that will be coming in that will protect our communities, or are we going to vote with some speculation? Once again, buy that Powerball ticket if you're for the alternative budget. Thank you.
Get rid of the illegals. Get rid of the illegals. That's where all the money went. Yeah, bring up them illegals where our money went to. Line, straight line.
No more
Is there someone with their hand up online?
Yes, Aldermen Gutierrez is my review reporter correctly.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, you
Don't
had-
spend all the money on the illegals and then get up here and start talking about tax the rich. Hell, if it wasn't for them, that's the asset of this freaking city. We wouldn't have the city because we wouldn't have the jobs. These ignorant people, and they supposed to be federal workers, they DEI bastards. That's what they are over there, DEI. Don't know the hell what they doing. Don't know nothing about finances.
Thank you. Now, Madam Clerk, please add all the Gutierrez.
Stupid as they come. Yeah, and I said it out loud. Stupid.
Clerk Anna Valencia hereby inform the City Council of the following documents are filed in my office relating to the respective subjects as they as follows. Annual report for Department of Transportation regarding non-ordinance loading zone activities. Also, determination certificate of City of Chicago regarding revolving line credit agreement signed in City of Chicago. RBC Capital Markets LLC, Royal Bank of Canada, estimate of December 19, 2025, maximum aggregate principal amount not to exceed $325,000 or $325 million. Funding notification of City of Chicago multi-family mortgage representative 2025 Series A, Women's Care Apartments Phase 4 project. Round that includes reports and communications from the mayor and all the city officers.
One of them too.
Committee reports today. There's also no agreement on calendar.
That one right there that just left out. He support them too. Yeah, who gonna bring in those jobs? Who's gonna bring in those assets? Sure as hell not the city. City's scuffing it up, eating it up, blowing it up, scoundrel, getting $1 million homes, getting raises, everything else. Talking about the working people. The working people are Americans. Keep hollering all this crap out the working people.
Mr. President, Aldermen Nugent noticed and filed various items of unfinished business with the clerk pursuant to Rule 41, pertinent to the consideration and passage of the 2026 budget. If you doesn't mind, I'll read out those items. The 2026 municipal code correction ordinance.
He don't know how to run a budget. Put a joke in the freaking seat. Like I said, he was selected, not elected. Chicago has never been in this worse of shape ever since I've been born. They put him in there, put him in, not elected, put him in. And this is the results of someone who don't have the skill sets to do the job.
Chicago Transit Authority and Cook County, the salary resolution, and item number 8 is the fiscal year 2026 tax rate. I ask that the council discuss this at this time.
People who voted for me, hope you regret it now. Should have regretted it. He had no good intentions for all those people that helped him to get into that position. He basically stuck his middle finger up at them and told them what they can do. CTU over there want to get sex change paid for by our tax dollars. They want us to pay for their homes to live in Chicago. Plus a lot of other stuff. I know. I know. That's why they put Brandon in that position. Selected. So they can get their personal needs met beyond whatever so-called work they do. These people don't give a crap about the citizens of Chicago. They straight 10 toes down for illegals because they getting paid.
This budget has been weighing heavy on my heart, and I'm assuming on my colleagues' heart. It's been a lot. It's been very challenging, very consuming. So when I hear people speak, and I hear the mayor in the media, I hear my colleagues in the media, all I hear is darts being thrown. We are discussing, this budget is a $16 billion budget. We are discussing an alternative budget of 1%. 1.6 to be exact. We're discussing 1.6. We're here this morning because it's 1.6. Right? If your kid has an assignment in class, they get 100, they get one wrong, what is that?
Still an A.
1%.
Still an A.
1% of this budget is what we're proposing. And we're getting a lot of darts because of this, the debt collection. Let's be clear. In Mayor Johnson's budget, there's $110 million to be collected on our residents. Is it a distinction on poor people? Who is it on? Because $110 million, it has to be poor people in there. And what I don't like is for people to prey on black poor people.
Okay.
Don't prey on my people. Or brown people. So this budget, this $110 million that we're collecting, there's no black poor people in this budget. I mean, not in this budget, in this debt. There's no black poor people, there's no Hispanic people that are for this $110 million that's already being proposed. See, the alternative budget wants to collect an additional $100 million because there's $8 billion of debt that is owed to the city of Chicago. $8 billion. So 1% of that, I can't vote for the budget because they're asking for a debt collection. So what is the $110 million that is in this budget? Did you all forget that it's $110 million in this budget that is being asked to be collected on debt?
Yeah, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
There you go.
Forensic audit, that's what we need.
Oh, shut up, Brandon.
Let her cook.
She don't make no sense. She on the payroll. She on the payroll.
He feels so important with a gavel in his hand.
You are categorized in this budget as immoral and morally bankrupt to ask for an additional $100 million that's already being asked in the budget of $113 million. I don't know if there's some confusion, but I want to get it on the record that we're only asking for $16 billion is being asked. We have went along with everything in this budget except the head taxes. And this is just additional money to collect of what is owed. So we're essentially setting a precedent, because I was asked if I wanted to add some more red light cameras. I refuse to, because if that money is not coming back to the west side of Chicago, I'm not going to put my residents or the people that's traveling through my neighborhood in more fines, right? So we're increasing fines, but then we're telling our residents, oh, you don't have to pay them because essentially you're black and poor. Or you're brown and poor.
That's that program I'm talking about.
When you run a red light, I didn't drive your car. Chico didn't drive
Pay
your
it.
car. That's your day.
That's exactly
When you park
right.
at a fire hydrant, your
That's what
day.
I've been talking
When you
about.
don't pay water bills, that's your day. Because water bills come out every.
You can run a red light, get a ticket. Oh, well, you don't have to pay it because you're poor. We just saw somebody who could have tore somebody up this morning coming down here.
Don't use my people for political theater.
Yes.
Don't use my people.
Yes.
Using my people in your political rhetoric.
About time. Somebody talk.
We have an obligation as legislators
Mm-hmm.
to collect on debt.
That's right.
How we do that, that's up to the administration how they collect it, because they're collecting it right now.
Yeah, migrant
They
crisis
collect
money.
it every day. You get something in the mail if you owe a parking ticket, I got it. When my daughter runs a red light, I get it.
Yes.
If she runs a
Stop sign, all that.
right? So this is the debt that people have accumulated, regardless if they're poor or not. We have contractors that owe us money. We have sister agencies like CPS.
Make them pay.
Park District.
Pay it up.
Say it.
Pay it up.
Say it.
There you go.
Predatory calling to collect debt on poor black people.
That's right.
That doesn't go well with me. So again, we're discussing 1% of this budget. This is 1%. This is the entire budget of the administration is already in place. All we're doing is asking for revisions to 1% of the budget. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Tell the truth. Talk about that.
Finally.
Talk about that money we spent for those.
Finally.
Talk about the bills we spent for illegal aliens. I want one of y'all to talk about that.
Hold on a second. I'm not going to offer up too many more warnings. I'm trying my best to give people an opportunity to express appreciation and perhaps even their disdain. I'm just asking
I didn't
you
say
to
anything.
do a little
I didn't say not one thing. You didn't say
You walk together without that king.
Thank you, Mr. President and members of City Council.
Oh, that's helpful. Fuentes. See, now you know who she is, because they clap for her.
Fiscal responsibility must come
The
first.
one who don't know if she a male or female.
Priorities, programs, or even politics. We have an obligation to pass a budget that is honest, reliable, and truly balanced. This budget is not. It relies on revenue assumptions that are uncertain, unstable, and unsustainable. It assumes revenue will materialize
This one
without
here
sufficient evidence. And it
is the
pushes
one that
real
ICE
costs into
arrested.
the future through one-time fixes. That is not responsible budgeting. It's wishful thinking.
She's also the one that think that black people should have the N-word reference to them.
We have listened to statements that all budgets have revenue assumptions, and that is true. Assumptions can be made, but there is a
She thinks
difference
she's
between
that
an
comfortable
assumption that is rooted
of going
in
around
scientific
calling
methods
blacks
and
the
historical
N-word.
data on assumptions questions that feel good because the numbers look good.
Need to check
Once
herself.
again, this is a risk, and when the risk fails, it is all residents and city workers that will pay the price. First, this budget relies on selling our debt. Yes, the original budget had a collection on debt. This budget proposed an addition and a selling of that debt. It's not a structural revenue, it is a short-term maneuver that increases long-term costs and weakens our financial position. You want to assure a credit downgrade? We've done it. Our deficit next year will be greater.
You've done it because you don't know what you're doing.
Again, trying to grapple with difficult decisions.
Yeah, because you spend all the money on the illegals.
We cannot continue to balance budgets by shifting obligations forward and hoping
Off our backs.
will figure it out. We have heard from our colleagues that selling our debt will result in predatory practices. We know that to be true. We cannot continue to move forward with selling of our debt if there's no real guardrails for our families across the city. Second, I want to
As I said Thursday, this wouldn't be happening if they weren't giving all our money to people who had not contributed to this city, the illegals.
In effect, we are encouraging the expansion of gambling to every single neighborhood on every single corner across the city of Chicago. Neighborhood bars and restaurants to shore up a budget that lacks reliable revenue. In the 26th ward, our bars, our restaurants, our family-owned businesses are more than just businesses. They're gathering places, cultural anchors, and family establishments that define neighborhoods like Humble Park, West Town, Logan Square, and Mozart, and Belmont Prison. I do not believe
No, they always exclude what
their gaming machines belong in every neighborhood bar or restaurant. I do not believe that every corner bar, local bodega, or family-run restaurant in my ward.
They always leave out what's conveniently the truth.
Addiction in my community is a battle we fight every day. Including gambling.
That's right, be over there and tame them animals.
And our community gambling have ruined the lives of so many people in our city. And let's not forget the agreement that we have with Bally's and the $4 million in revenue that we will lose with this
That's the
tax
head
and
dog
union
with
jobs that we
security
will
down
put at
here.
risk.
I asked
This
him about
approach
retirement.
normalizes gambling
He can't
as a
afford
revenue
it.
solution. Disproportionately impacts working class families, introduces public health risks like problem gambling and addiction, and permanently alters neighborhood commercial corridors. This is not sound fiscal policy, and it is not good community policy. Finally, this budget is not structurally balanced. In fact, there are members of the alternative coalition that have acknowledged that this budget is not balanced and that we will be back here in January.
We've been back here from the illegals giving all their money to them. Shut the hell up with this stuff. We wouldn't even been here if they hadn't done that.
We all know what that means. Service reductions, layoffs, and destruction that hits the most vulnerable residents first. A budget that depends on mid-year corrections, or in this case, January corrections, it's deferred harm, and we can't fix it now. Let me be clear about what I do support. I support progressive, stable, and reliable revenue that reflects basic fiscal responsibility.
Wasn't saying all that when they were giving all our money away.
Fluctuate based on gambling behavior, economic
Millions of dollars, millions.
I support asking those who have benefited the most from our city's economy to contribute their fair share. That's right.
Their fair share. Get rid of them. Their fair share. Taxes are progressive.
It's how we end up here,
idiots.
Year after year. Colleagues, fiscal responsibility is not optional. It's required. It's what we are elected to do.
The progressive up there should know better than that.
Our residents deserve a budget that is honest about costs, realistic about revenue, and fair in how those dollars are raised. I cannot vote yes on a budget that relies on unreliable revenue assumptions.
But you can vote yes when it came down to giving it to all them illegals.
Into our neighborhood and bars and restaurants, burdens working families, and postpones the hard work of structural reform. Chicago, our neighbors, 26th Ward deserves better. And for these reasons, I'm a no vote.
Where were y'all bastards when it came to the illegals? They sure ain't had no problem giving up money to the illegals. All of them. Let me just make sure they got their faces all on
It's the
here.
one who burned the American flag.
That is paying attention. Every young member, every young person that who comes to this chamber
Here's another one.
with a lot more consciousness than some of the members in the chamber. When we have been attacked by the federal government,
Oh, y'all doing the attacking.
on our city, when we see people in the poorest areas of
This
the city of
phony
Chicago
piece of crap.
getting higher property taxes, when people in the wealthy part of the city
Got all
are
these
getting
heads bouncing in my
subsidies
way.
and vacancies that we also have in our neighborhoods, then we gotta wonder, who are we governing for?
Oh,
So
no,
are
you
the
not.
people for the young people and the older people in Chicago that push back on this regressive budget that is immoral and ethically bankrupt.
Federal taxes are
Because it is
progressive.
unacceptable
Idiot.
that in a time like this, we are putting the burden on the poorest people on our city. This is not the alternative budget. This is the billionaire budget.
Why ain't she sitting her sorry over there on the other side with the losers?
Oh, we talking about Frisco?
Because all young people
Priska should have checked you. I don't even like Priska, but he should have checked you too. And you jumped up in his face.
the billionaire class that has declared Chicago class warfare. Because when you are allowing rich corporations that can afford it, that have record profits,
The north side.
and then we are
Illegals.
preventing a bare minimum $83 million. That is nothing for this corporation.
Illegal aliens.
With that money, I'm working people. With that, with those
Working
taxes and
people.
those fees and fines,
Americans are the working people.
fiscally responsible. How are you doing that? Moral and ethical.
This one here got his ear plugged.
So
This
yes,
one
I
don't hear me.
on billionaire Michael Sachs. Immoral.
Too bad. Go find another seat.
Because people with
I paid my money to come down here, park and everything else.
Trying to move every single meeting here about police all the time. But yet, take from the
He only fight for the illegals.
paying taxes. So I want to hear again. People complaining about police overtime when you vote in favor
He's
of
anti-police.
such lack of regulation. How do we come to that?
Trump come and cut them federal jobs. I guarantee you they won't be clapping then.
This is not budget. We put in fines and fees that will never be structurally sound for our city. It's not sustainable.
They're going to lower the
We're not going to put that
scholastic scores for the children.
Water debt collection.
Make them look smarter when they dumber
You know
compared to
what
all the
you
rest of
should
the
know that.
nations.
I struggle with that.
They think people
On
fools.
property taxes. But yet, we continue to choose to protect those corporations. It's a shame that we are allowing, in this moment of time, corporations to dictate and billionaires to dictate. And then call it on behalf
Oh
of
no,
the
you're the dictator. You're the dictator.
We are going back to the culture we had, where we sell parking meters.
He's doing his Timu preaching.
That's right. That's right now. That's right.
Give up your
Stop bringing it up, Ron.
To continue to make money out of our city, yet have no commitment.
Taking all that
to
money.
raise our city. That's why they're making it well. So shame on that.
Shame on you.
Same old Aldermen, same old Aldermen. We know have been here. Who is behind these? Premier associations from downtown. That's right. Come and tell us that this is the way to balance the budget, where we have small businesses, small homeowners.
wouldn't be balancing a budget all through like this if they had wasted our money.
And now we're going to tell the city. Oh, no, I want ICE to come in now.
Come on, ICE. Come get him first.
Predatory debt collectors on that. I want ICE. We know how that nightmare ends. We bankrupt. This kind of level of deficit. Chicago's the new Detroit. Created by administration, by the administration.
Yeah, they screwed it up enough.
So today, when we see
the head dog up there too. The head person who don't know nothing about running a city. CTU put that monster in office. The devil.
So tell me today,
Let the cartel sponsor.
when we know, and many members of this city council know, that we're going to be back here in 6 months.
Go to Chinatown, man.
Oh, you weren't saying that in 2023
Y'all keep on.
We're going to be back in this council to try to
when they dropped all them millions on illegals and still doing it.
So how you can tell us that
Wonder why we here. Quit the lies.
Like how can we tell people in the city of Chicago that is no balance in the backs of working people?
Everybody's close showing.
When we know that our communities in this moment in time are barely making ends meet.
They don't want me to
So make that a prediction. Because history has an interesting way to make reminders. Just like in the 80s, and the same bigotry and the same obstructions continue to attack and divide. And it's very clear what the tactic is, divide and conquer. That's what we and Michael Sachs was to do. These are communities against each other. What corporations make more money, and millionaires like him continue.
Ain't your time up. He's stupid. He's stupid.
So let me make a prediction. Like happened in the 80s.
That's what he do. I call him a Timu preacher.
The sleeping giant.
Don't know nothing about Timu, Martin Luther King, or whatever in his nationality. Just like that one up there.
Who make sure that the youth programs are back in the budget? Who is fighting for mental health? Who is fighting to make sure that we have living wages?
Where's all this mouth with them illegals?
That is not simple. So today, I remind the city of Chicago, we have the same fight that we have in the 80s. We have the new Bertonians.
No, we didn't. You weren't even born, probably. Sure wasn't. You weren't here. Yep, take a picture of me. Hello, hi. So taking selfies. Hey, make sure I got you too. Cause this one here want to take selfies and have me in the picture. So therefore, I'm giving him as well. There you go.
It's democracy.
Yep.
You take yours,
Sure.
I take mine.
Sure.
That's how that works.
There you are.
That's how that works.
Now, go ahead, talk.
You arguing with me or
Go
arguing
ahead.
with them?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say what I got to say.
You got the platform. You got the platform. You got the platform. Go ahead. Run your mouth. Run your mouth. You got the platform.
Plenty.
You all up in
Got
there.
plenty to
Okay,
say.
well you get it. There you go. You want to keep talking? Here, I'll give you the platform.
I don't need.
Yeah, I don't back down. I don't back down.
I don't care what you do.
I don't care.
I don't care
So
what
then
you
can
do.
turn
How about
your
that?
air around
Film
and shut
that.
the hell up.
Film
I'm
me
filming
saying I don't
it.
care
I'm
what
filming
you do.
I'm filming it right there. Sell out.
I won't even
Piece
call
of
you
crap.
what you are.
See, try it. Go ahead.
I don't go that
Go
low.
ahead.
I don't stoop
Go
that low.
ahead. You are low already. You already low.
You have no idea.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, you know it. Because he can sit me down and tell these people back themselves.
Members of the council, I rise to speak in opposition to this.
No, they don't get out the ones, the demons up in here. The goddamn devils. Demon. Lucifer.
It falls short of the fiduciary rigor needed to earn my support. This alternate was posed in contrast to a progressive revenue plan.
Give you my address and everything else. Now, look it up. Know who I am.
This proposal was not meaningfully discussed in the court of public opinion.
Stephanie. Here, another one of Stephanie supporters,
In the
too.
short time the public has had to react to this new revenue plan,
All evil for the citizens of Chicago. Sellouts for illegals. Yeah, I said it. Devil.
a lack of structured and long-term progressive revenue
that would shift the economic burden away from working class people, and the very risk of mid-year cuts to city services and departments if revenue projections fall short. In this time of incredible social and economic instability in the daily lives of my constituents, a plan that leaves
Act like somebody gonna back down. These punks down here, the demon attitudes.
Needs is not something that I can support. I want to thank the many Chicagoans, grassroots organizations, workers, and advocates who participated during this budget
Another one that come up here early and block out seats. Call themselves teaching young men. And they doing nothing but sending these young men to hell.
Funding to address gender-based violence, to investments in mental health care and our care program, funding our libraries.
That one right there
more.
that I'm talking about.
I especially want to uplift the work of good kids in
Send in the children. You call me as double times back on you. Cancel you, Satan.
They help move the conversation about what a city budget can and should do for our neighborhood.
Look at them, constantly monitoring us, but they don't go there and say nothing to them bastards.
And centering the needs of people impacted by poverty. Our city is stronger because of their organizing.
Get them over there.
This budget
Who monitoring them over there? Who's monitoring them?
challenge to respond to unprecedented.
Yeah, where they keep running theirs, we gonna run ours. And this one right here.
Affecting both our city and our nation. While corporate
No,
profits
not
grow
my
at a
money,
staggering pace,
my taxes.
far too many Chicagoans are struggling
Half of
to
them living up
afford
off of
housing,
it.
utilities, childcare, and healthcare. Our response requires collaboration, creativity, and most importantly, an understanding of the broader political and economic context in which we live in. Historically, corporate taxes were once higher, and those revenues helped build and sustain the public goods that made cities
Democracy.
like Chicago
Bastards
strong.
don't know nothing about a
They allowed us to
democracy.
invest in reliable infrastructure.
Democracy is not letting people cross the border to eat up all your freaking money and then tell you gotta pay. F that. Kiss off, dumbass.
They created the conditions that shared prosperity and long-term growth. Not just growth in private profit, but growth in the public good. Over time, through data-proven failed policy strategies like trickle-down economics, those
I like what I got to say. Can kiss off.
organized labor was attacked, and the burden shifted away from corporations and onto working people.
This one right here is what I'm talking about. That one. Come down here with these young guys, setting them up to fail. That's what they do.
And so many other legislative bodies. The analysis is clear. When we stop asking those with the greatest ability to contribute fairly, the lives of everyday people become less stable, less dignified, while political and economic power concentrates further in the hands of the few. While some of my colleagues raise the point that the difference between this alternative budget and the
She, he, whatever it
is
is.
only 1%, it fails to meet the moment that we
They got this messed up.
because it does not grapple with the history that got us here. or
Coming over here thinking that we supposed to be under their little authority. Devils. Freaking devils. Lucifer, Satan, and all of them hounded up in here. That one right there as well.
That make life harder for everyday residents, either through higher costs or through the risk of future cuts and layoffs. We heard, this body heard.
They're gonna come over here and shut somebody
From the
up.
Office of Budget Management, which stated that the revenue projections in this proposal.
None of them opened up their fat A mouths when it came time to paying out all this millions of dollars for illegals. None of them.
So yes, a budget is a moral document and a fiduciary responsibility.
Those who sitting up in this freaking room right now, including this one over here, that I just had words with, including.
Collecting debt from working people, that is a political choice.
Rebuke these devils in the name of Jesus.
Means choosing stability over shortcuts and passing policies that uplift people. It means protecting the services.
No, it's all one-sided.
And making life easier for families who are already stretched thin.
No wonder why somebody pissed off.
A budget that does not ask working people to shoulder more risks while concentrated wealth remains largely untouched.
Somebody
At a moment like this, incremental solutions and downward shifting burdens, downward shifting burdens are not enough, and it is not sufficient for the right future that Chicago would love to. The privatization of residential public assets follows the same failed strategy that led to the sale of Skyway.
Let's see Martin Luther King's face on there. They also had Martin Luther King's face, this dancing rabbi out there at the ICE Facility Center gonna come with a banner with Martin Luther King, talking about he want to go in there and pray. These devils, they want to go inside and pray, but he out there doing the electric slide with his music and everything. We telling you, sitting right next to one, another one. My apologies for putting my phone over there, but I needed to show this one right here. He's one of them.
3 Hispanic KKK and talk.
Having now voted on 6 budgets prior to this one, I have a deeper appreciation for the challenges we face as a council and as a city. We have governed through a global pandemic, humanitarian crises, a hostile and authoritarian federal administration, and a series of
Y'all got an I Spy back there.
as well as those created by the Johnson administration itself, that have culminated in the business.
She got a problem with us talking? Oh, too bad.
Despite unprecedented circumstances,
Got a problem with us talking? Okay. Okay. Because that's what we do.
increasingly unaffordable. While the cost of living continues to rise,
We don't sit here and settle for bull.
That's that racist
housing is
white
more expensive.
entitlement.
Property taxes have risen sharply, driven in part by
Here he come again. Look at him. Here he come again. He claims he got a bad knee. They making him work for his money. He say he can't retire.
Economic policy from the Trump administration has made basic necessities that groceries harder to
Here you go.
afford.
Y'all not gonna get no more money for
Working
that.
families don't just see these pressures, they feel and live them.
See, I told you he was coming for him.
Our neighbors look to our city government for leadership and confidence. While there are glimmers of hope, the outcomes presented in this budget and the process that produced it make clear how much work remains. Last year's budget process was deeply dysfunctional. Necessary revenue options were left on the table. Tensions between the city council and the mayor's administration were visible.
He don't want to be here today. He making him earn that money. He don't want to be here any day. I asked him why when we retire. He got a bad knee. Told me to ask Mr. Blakemore why he didn't retire. Mr. Blakemore said he don't have no money. He can't trust the pension. And this one here talking, I'm talking through him because what he's talking about is generally always for the illegals.
But we were still presented with a budget from an administration that appeared uninterested
Andre
in negotiating
Vasquez.
and more focused on galvanizing people to choose a side. Either you support their proposal or you're standing with
Yeah,
them.
Brandon, look
The
at me.
framing
I
was
don't
more
care.
marketing than substance.
Your little buddy over here doing
The
an
corporate
ear
head tax
hustle.
is not the only way to tax the wealthy, and I am in support of the corporate head tax. And we should be
ear
taxing those
hustler.
who benefit the most, especially during times when working families
Whatever I got
struggle.
to say, I can say
But
it
the head tax as
publicly.
proposed only raised $83
Sing your little
million
I Spies and
against
ear
a
hustlers
$6
over
billion
here.
corporate fund, while this administration simultaneously borrowed hundreds of millions of dollars, both for COP back pay they said had been set aside, but wasn't. I guess
There he is, messing with Blakemore again.
And for misconduct settlements that many members
This is what we go
of this
through,
council
the city
only
council.
learned during
All
hearings
the others can run their
when
mouth.
they paid to borrow funds. That debt will cost tens of millions of dollars more in interest. And who received those payments? Big banks, billionaires. So if you're taxing the wealthy to raise $83 million while paying hundreds of millions of dollars to the very same interest, the math simply doesn't add up.
And didn't add up when all that money was spent on illegals either. They didn't have the money for the illegals, but yet spent it on them. Then want to sit around complaining
These
now.
billionaire puppets are not representing their people. It's hypocrisy that should have been pointed out. Many of us called for efficiencies. Those concerns were dismissed as calls to cut headcount, rather than engaging in a serious, detailed discussion
Brandon
about our
don't look like he's
savings
sitting too
to be
well
found.
on that one.
While one department has grown so large, it now consumes more than half of the city's operating budget. But that's cutting people. The mayor's proposal also
Need to cut a
fails
lot of
make
these
full
people up in
advance
here.
pension payment despite the opportunity to
Especially
do
a
so,
CTU.
pushing yet another burden onto future generations.
And jerks
The
like
challenges
this
in
one.
this budget did not arise in a vacuum. They are the result of decisions made by this administration, eliminating the CPI tax, failing to add structural revenue last year, and assigning contracts with raises we knew would be difficult to fund. So when an administration creates its own fiscal problem, refuses to heed warnings about the consequences of decision-making made by members of this council, refuses to engage in good faith negotiations, and erodes relationships to the point where collaboration becomes impossible, the burden shifts to the city council to figure out how to resolve a budget. The incompetence and dismissiveness is precisely what led to the formation of a coalition of alders. I'd like to commend our colleagues who organized to create a revenue ordinance, even though there are substantial decisions in it that I disagree with. You all exhibited what this administration could not. The ability to collaborate, to engage, and negotiate with each other to the point where you grew to majority in this moment. We all know how challenging that is with leaders who have different views, life experiences, priorities, and motivations. You shared frustration with the mayor and his team. Your shared frustration with the mayor and his team motivated each of you to find agreements. Whereas some of the members of this council spent more time aligning and defending the administration in spite of its faults, you all took action in the interest of a council acting as an independent and co-equal branch. I do believe it's an evolution of this council. Some may try to inaccurately characterize this coalition as being similar to the Bordelli action during the council wars, but that would be inaccurate. And we have members of this council that we know some insult to even try to claim would be the same. There are plenty of people from various backgrounds, identities, and ideologies who found the agreement necessary to build a coalition.
I got to flip what he got to say, what he think. This bastard over here.
But it's not the same.
I tell you what, I tell you like the hell I care.
You're not Mayor
Like I said, open your mouth and say it.
Yeah,
and that Washington. What I also experienced. That the city council is not
But he don't compare himself to Mayor Washington. That's what he said in the press yesterday.
To create the kind of substantial change through the budget process that would have
I'm not him, but you can always bring him up.
As you saw in hearings, the administration had data they refused to share, and
In his time over,
and asking them to create one
check your cell phone.
without the same data. To put it plainly, you can't ask us to cook without giving us the ingredients. In absence of that information, this coalition has made some decisions that I have very real concerns that keep me from supporting their proposal. Their proposal doesn't address the borrowing, although it does make a full pension payment. It also proposes that the city sell its debt to collectors as a way of raising revenue. Yes, the current city collects debt. We know that. It contracts it out. It does not sell debt. That is a problem which will lead to predatory practices for Chicagoans in a time when so many are struggling. You want a debt collector calling you and having the legitimacy of
They know exactly what caused all of this. Those darn illegal aliens. All our money, taxes, going down to the drain. Illegal aliens. Illegal aliens. Illegal aliens. Brandon hated, but I don't care because it's the truth.
To partner with you all, talking to the coalition and the rest of the council, through the management ordinance. Through it, we can create an independent budget office that can run data and provide better analyses and projections. That would empower the council to create better proposals year over year, to get better reporting, and to be more independent. Similarly, an independent legal
he being nice this time. He offering the kids water.
would be helpful to us as a body for a number of reasons.
He feeling guilt, constantly coming at us.
Building the tools that this council will need when we are no longer here is crucial. It doesn't
Look
matter
at
who's
Super
next.
Santa over there.
We need a co-equal branch. There is also an opportunity for those of us who are serious about finding efficiency and being fiscally responsible.
Look, y'all, a lot of this talk that they doing right now, it don't matter. It's the bottom line. What are they going to do about it? This budget. They already spent nearly over $1 billion on illegal aliens. I'm going to say it clearly. They spent over $1 billion on illegal aliens. You'd think they had learned anything from what Eric Adams had experienced out in New York. But the dummy went and repeated the same exact things and made it where he's still trying to support them. We wouldn't even be down here if it wasn't for this mess.
Independent forensic audit of the
giving money to these illegal types of organizations down here. Like the one that I just had some words with, I'm quite sure he one of them that's getting paid. Call himself mentoring young black men, putting them up in the face with one of the older people who like to expose her boobs, her breasts out. And now these kids are standing there, little young men just standing there looking all in her chest. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that goes on here. The same people over there that's hurraying for this, they're the same ones who's asking for free homes for us taxpayers to pay for their homes here in Chicago. Also, for them to have free sex changes, along with other things. They want us to pay for that mess.
To the best of our ability to deliver Chicago we all love, believe in, and deserve. Thank you.
You want
I wasn't going to speak today.
Everybody says that.
Illegals. That's where all the money went to. This is one of the better aldermen. This is one of the good ones, y'all. He don't vote Democrat. His whole ward didn't vote Democrat.
The group that has led this alternative budget that was led by a group of women. And I think we need to be on So as we attack people, just understand we're attacking
Somebody need to say it, because they don't have no respect for us. It's sad.
That's the reason why we do what we do down here, because they have no respect. They have the little ear hustlers out here too, trying to tell you and show you and whatever. They pay my goddamn finances, and then I'll shut up. Until that time, shut the hell up talking to me, devils.
But they went down and voted yes anyway.
Yeah, I'm talking to you too up there.
In June, I said we'd be back in April, and I think we
Sure did. You sure did.
Sure did.
But you still voted for an unbalanced budget anyway.
Sure did.
So let me say, when we talk about budgets, all budgets are projections. Up and down, up and down. Some coming in high, some coming in low. And so, the thing is, when we pass a budget, it is the responsibility of the executive branch to carry out the budget we pass.
That's right.
So if this budget comes in high and low, it's what? The fact that the executive branch didn't carry out the budget that we passed.
Say it, Bill. Say it. Shut your people up over there.
Last year, we sat in this very seat, and we said over and over again to the budget director, is the money for the fire contract in the budget? Oh yes, it's in the budget.
Sure did.
We set that money aside. That money's in the budget. Now we found out that the money was spent, and now we're borrowing to pay for the fire contract.
Expose it.
So what I'm saying, if we're talking about transparency and being forthright, did they come to us and say, oh, no, we have a financial problem, we need to spend the fire money that we set aside? No, they didn't. They spent it and came back and lied to us.
Tell it.
On why they had to spend it.
Say that, Bill. Say it.
Who are we going to put faith in?
God.
No.
Forensic
The
audit.
same administration told us last year that we would not be downgraded because of the budget. We were downgraded almost immediately after passing the budget.
Sure did.
Call out these
Now
devils.
we're concerned about downgrades.
Call out the devils.
We concerned about downgrades now. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. The downgrade is going because we did not pay the full pension payment.
Uh-huh.
The downgrade is because once again, with bailing out CPS with $1 billion tip sweep.
Tell it.
Okay? Now, let me tell y'all something about the tip sweep. When you look around and don't have money to the projects in your ward is because of the tip suite. Okay?
Y'all know about that.
If we look at all the money that is spent over the years with these tip suites, we could have redeveloped just about every ward in this city. Okay? And so, let me just tell you this. And I don't know if you all saw my
They went to the illegals. Period.com.
in the ninth ward said 0 tip suite. Why did the ninth ward have a 0 tip suite? Because I spend every dime that comes in.
Y'all do on the wrong side of town.
Spending that money, I've created over 2,000 jobs and over $2 billion in public-private investment because we had that tip money to leverage to redevelop our ward. So we're taking that tool away from us. So I encourage you all to spend your tip money. Find projects to spend your tip money. That way you can redevelop all the wards in the city. And I'm blessed, just like Walter's daddy was blessed to be in a position to leverage tip money to redevelop certain wards.
Bring that migrant money up, Bill.
Hello.
Now,
what about the west side of the ninth ward, Bill? Redevelop that.
We were lied to about what's in these budgets. The fact that we are trying to diminish a woman-led movement really troubles me. Because we have had financial experts and former CEOs, CFOs, budget directors that helped us craft this budget. So you all are undermining just about everybody in the past.
Let me show y'all who they talking about. Them. Oh, them.
Financial experts. We're saying they don't matter, but the administration has all the right. Now, some of you all just step and listen to somebody say something about, we don't get the right information. We don't get the right information. We get what they want to give us.
Right.
And I think now you all see why we push so hard to have our own financial analysis department, our own legal department, our own parliamentarian, that you all voted down. Hopefully, Aldermen Vasquez is now trying to, see the light that we need to put these things in place. So we're going to see if we can work to make that happen. Now, some people brought up BGTs. My. We brought BGTs. Let me just say, the same people that saying we don't want BGTs want hemp in their ward that's harming kids every single day. Every single day. And they voted to keep hemp in their ward. They want hemp. Give me hemp that's harming kids. But BGTs could possibly save the lifetime from the business in your ward because we have an underperforming casino.
What is it called? What do you say? BGT?
Talk about it.
And when we need revenue. If you don't want video gaming, put an ordinance in like we did with him and say, I don't want video gaming. That's what the legislative process is all about. If you don't want it, you don't have to take it. But I tell you one thing, if you ask any alderman that has on the border of the city, if they want BGT,
I know these people better get the hell out of here telling somebody to shush.
I bet you they want it.
Move your ass somewhere else, because I'm not shutting up. I paid the money. I paid for this goddamn city building. I paid for any goddamn thing that's in here government.
Once BGT
So
is up and operational, it can bring us between $65 and $100 million a year. That's a lot of money. I don't see Valley bringing that kind of money into the city.
Nope. So we got a casino city.
And so it's a choice. Just like the liquor tax, it's a choice. Now, once BGTs is passed, then people can maybe hire 2 or 3 more people in their ward in those businesses to create more synergy, more mom-and-pop businesses. That's the lifeline of the city. Now, when we talk about property tax, let me just say, the reason people's property taxes are going up is because downtown is empty.
Hello.
And why is downtown empty? Because we're not doing enough to create the jobs to go back down.
Boom!
We're not bringing big businesses into the city to create a downtown that we all want proud of. And so now that downtown is empty, all those businesses are going in, getting tax reduction, and that money is being spread out to the community. The same people.
South and West Side.
To not have their taxes up.
Why is it just South and West Side?
Purpose.
We have to create a synergy in the city to bring businesses back into this city.
Speak. Speak.
Businesses are the ones that make the city grow. We have to grow jobs and opportunities.
Yes.
We can't keep hitting businesses over the head saying, don't come to Chicago.
Right.
That's what bring them to Chicago, and that's why it's
boom. Boom.
That's why when you look at this head tax, that's why it's going to fail.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not going to fail. One thing I'm going to tell you.
It trickles down to us.
Everything that's being pushed has $100 million tag to it. Whether it be the head tax, $100 million.
That's why a lot of them living from check to check as it is. Because they don't know nothing about finances.
What is this $100 million, Mark?
Protest money.
What's it really for?
Illegal aliens.
Now, when we talk about what the head tax is supposed to be for, don't be confused. If you look at everything that was there, it was being moved out of one line, put into another, to force all of us to say, oh, I don't want to be against public safety, I don't want to be against this. So they were trying to put us in a corner to vote for the head tax.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Well, we're not going to be put into a corner.
Thank you.
We're going to continue to grow this coalition.
Fight for the citizens.
Move forward with what we need to do to grow this city. And I think we are headed in the right direction. Now, I'm going to say, I haven't voted for a budget in 6 years. In 6 years, I haven't voted for a budget. Because I have fundamentally disagreed with what was being put in front of us. Now, I've been down here for 27 years, going on 28.
Speak.
I think I know a little bit about budgets. So I'm gonna just tell you this. This budget, it ain't perfect, but we want to pick and choose what we want to fight and what we don't want to fight. But the same things you all are saying, you're against, you voted for the last two.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
So pick your lane. Pick the lane, which one you want to be in.
Right.
Expose it.
So, again, I want to thank my colleagues for leading this movement. This was a collective movement. Nobody was shut out. We tried to bring everybody in. So I've never seen a movement quite like this in my 27 years. Where people were actually
There's a lot of selfishness, demons up in here.
Whether you agree or disagree, this coalition was listening to everybody.
All for themselves, selfish.
Knowing that we listen to everybody, we're going to continue to listen to everybody. Because once this budget is passed, we want to continue to work with everybody and make sure that we don't have a...
Bring it up.
We want to work with everybody to bring our ideas into the table. So right now, I'm going to tell you, I'm extremely proud to stand up and say, I am voting for the alternative budget. Thank you so much.
Yes!
Before I go into the speech after there, I want to respectfully disagree with one of my colleagues that said that this is just 1% of the budget. It's important to me to clarify that there's a moral decision.
That's someone that's called in. They didn't bring their butts in here today. That's what you're listening to.
Or we can decide that working people are going to pay. It's a very clear binary. Will we choose to protect working people or the wealthy? That's a really
Can't wait till the government start looking at all of those who make over 100,000. Look at their rolls. Get that news out. That's in the government.
So before getting into numbers or budgets, I want to start with the people, the families, the elders, the young folks, the workers who feel the impact of our choices long after we leave this chamber. I think about the people struggling with substance use at the Kimball Brownline Station or the encampment, the Ronan Park, and how I feel struggle to provide meaningful care and housing to help them because we don't have the money for it. I think about the mothers who come into my office looking for affordable housing options.
Yes, Cynthia, they call him Mr. President. What a joke. I spoke on that Thursday.
That lives in the park
Mr. President.
that are looking for shelter where they can remain together and patiently
flying
wait for a
wide
call
as
from
I
the
don't know
Salvation
what,
Army.
thinking he
I
all
think about
that,
the
sitting
city
on a
workers
throne.
doing the work of 3 people because vacancies aren't getting filled. These aren't just lines on a spreadsheet, these are lives. And they deserve a government that shows up for them. But to show up for them, we have to face the reality of the moment we're in. Chicago is staring down a massive structural deficit. And yet the budget before us today fails to meet the scale of the need.
They don't
and the scale of
understand the
crisis.
reason why these budgets have failed.
The mayor proposed a head
Because they
tax on
sure
large
didn't give a
employers,
crap of a
increasing
thought
supply
when they were
security
spending all
taxes,
those millions of
even
dollars
social media
on
taxes
people
to
who
fund
came
tax
here
revenue
to
from
show
tech
them
giants.
better
But the
lifestyles than their
criticism
own
from
American
business groups have been
citizens.
to ask us to reject revenue and instead rely on vague efficiencies without ever proposing
And I don't care
real
what country they came from. If they didn't come through here legally, they didn't belong here, taking our funding, our resources. I didn't work my A off to go pay it to these illegals.
Austerity logic that starves our schools, hospitals, social services, clinics, public safety. That logic, the idea that government should run like a business and trim its way to prosperity, didn't produce prosperity. It never has. It has produced chaos and stability, service costs, higher increases, selling off assets, and getting into more debt. These are not visionary solutions. They are stopgaps that push the pain onto working families and vulnerable communities. We are told that we should avoid new revenue and tighten our belts. And in doing so, we hollow out the very institutions that bind our cities together.
Kenwood Choir need to come here today. Give me that.
There is a lack of presence of government to help people. That's where authoritarianism thrives. Moderates and conservatives insist that we should not tax the wealthy or the large corporations. The same ones who have prospered.
I don't know.
Will
Somebody
not
else
see
said.
families have to be squeezed.
Gardner.
They offer no credible
Gardner. Who was
alternative to
that?
actually produce new revenue. They only promise savings without the
Read, repeat it.
And Ralph Marshall from the Center for Tax and Budget
Thank you.
Accountability says on the Sun-Times, on an article, an opinion piece, he calls this smoke and mirrors. That's what we are holding on today. That is what this corporate option for a budget is, smoke and mirrors. And we cannot continue down that path. We cannot balance the budget on the back of poor middle class through layoffs, service costs, or regressive fees that harm the very people who can least afford it. We cannot pretend that austerity will magically solve our long-term peaceful challenges. Taxing rich and profitable corporations is not irresponsible. It is asking those who have benefited most from our city infrastructure and workforce to finally contribute their fair share. It is creating recurring revenue from staying public services rather than following them out. It is prioritizing people over profit, communities over corporations. That we live the world we're living in, and we have to make it over. And that is exactly what this moment demands. The courage to make our city over, more just, more compassionate, more rooted in collective care. So I'm asking everybody here today to vote no on a budget that sacrifices our people to protect corporations and fails to demand shared responsibility from the wealthy. A budget that relies on one-time fixes and big promises of future efficiencies will leave us with mid-year chaos, layoffs, and higher costs for working families. We deserve better. Our residents deserve better. We need a budget that calls on corporations who profit most from Chicago to finally pay their fair share. We need this in order to strengthen our democracy and protect our future and not dismantle. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, my A. Donald J. Trump is the current president.
I'm stuck with me.
I said today,
Each one of them back.
This is a minister talking now.
was not adding
He is
up to
100% for Brandon Johnson.
all across the
Oops,
city
I
of
knocked this
Chicago,
accidentally.
everybody was up and right on the tax bill. I find it to be politically hypocritical that everybody was having these views and standing on the side of residents who said, don't increase our property tax. There was a whole bunch of paperwork shuffled. And on December the 16th, these gray walls, some decided to raise property tax. I'm not here to argue about very nice, but he too is here to argue about the taxes going up. I'm not here to argue about all of the other fees that are going to hurt Chicago. A nice looking young man. What I am here to say is that it's just not adding up. What's not adding up is the principle that Chicagoans have to once again pay more to live in the city.
Why is that?
People in Chicago,
Why is that?
Why is that?
Because they gave all the money to the illegals.
So I'm voting no simply because the principle.
Principles. A lot of them got jacked up principles.
Okay, Will.
Hey man, chill out. Relax.
All right.
Straight up.
All right, Will.
So at the end of the day, what's not adding up is that at the end of the day, Chicagoans cannot bear.
Who is he talking to like that?
I have no idea.
Agendas that don't make sense.
He was talking to Zoe when he's like, chill out. He was saying it to her.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that. You're supposed to be up there talking and speaking.
No, this is the Reverend Alderman.
No, I know who he is.
You know, maybe he think he's doing a sermon.
I'm here to say that the situation is
Got Timu Dr. King up there.
this budget that doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying to you, Mr. President, is I know on behalf of the 47,000 people in 6 ward that say don't add a dollar.
I wonder, did you get a real vote?
He had no choice.
His constituents was holding him accountable.
He had no choice.
I proudly stand with my colleague. I heard Alderman Fuentes from the 26th Ward talking about the negative effects of gambling, and I wholeheartedly agree with her. I thought she made some excellent points, and I want to talk about how gambling disproportionately impacts Black and brown communities. It also impacts white communities, but that's not as important. It impacts working families, as you guys know, aka it's a new term for Black and brown communities. It's gambling that got us here. It's gambling that got us to a $1.2 billion deficit. We can blame maybe introducing or not introducing a head tax, or debt collection, or racism. The gamble that got us here today is the gamble that we made on migrants.
Yes! Oh, yes! Say it! Say it! Yes, yes, yes! Speak! 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 Illegal!
Start again, Mr. Gardner. Stop shaking people down for pride.
How black are you?
Arm her.
Everyone, please keep it down. Thank you.
Tell her to shut up.
Say it again, Mr. Gardner, so people back to
Right. Keep on the numbers. It's over. It's over.
The sergeant at arms put you in timeout in front of that.
Timeout.
Give people, this is an important time in our city's history. I want everybody to be engaged, really do.
Let them speak.
You gotta have to respect.
Let them speak.
Just decorum here.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
You ever notice when you start touching upon something that's a little sensitive, people start getting riled up?
Uh-huh.
Because you're on a nerve. You're actually touching.
You guys just continue to direct.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you as well.
Okay. He talking to you.
So getting back to what I was saying,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Or residents here illegally.
Uh-huh.
You should know about that.
yeah, I do.
You don't have no affordable housing.
Get her out.
Why is she still talking?
Get her out.
Get some affordable housing.
Send her to the corner. Get her out.
Time out.
Paid and bought by Mark. Sure.
No one is hated more than he who speaks the truth.
I pop my fingers all I want to. Don't you try me. Prosperity.
I want to be
Prosperity.
clear, I don't blame the migrants for coming here. We left the trail for them to come. I don't hate on my immigrants. My parents are immigrants to this country. I'm a first-generation American.
Legal
I don't hate on any of
immigrants.
these people who came here. They had no choice. But we left
They
the
had a
trail for
choice.
them to come. We
Now, they
gave
had a
them
choice.
over $1 billion to come here.
Yep.
We invited them with free food, free clothing, free rent, free
Yep.
education.
Yep.
That's why we're here today.
Yes.
We keep talking about whatever head tags, gambling is bad, and all this other stuff. We made the gamble. We gambled on the migrants and we lost. We put over $1 billion into people who never paid a nickel.
That's right now.
Yes, yes.
Meanwhile, we told the black community, wait your turn.
Woo! Yes, you did. Yes.
What happened to the budget for Black Lives United Working Families?
Yeah, remove me. God damn, because he's telling the truth. And I don't care if I'm removed. All of y'all. Yeah, I'll go. I'll go because the rest of this is BS anyway. He's telling the truth. And I don't care. No, you got a problem with us, but you don't have a problem with them. No, I'm coming. I don't give a crap. He said what all I had to say. You want to mess with the black community. Like I care. I'm good with going.
Right this way, Miss Arts.
Yeah. Make sure I got my bag.
You got everything?
Get my husband to get my stuff. Because
Okay.
I had it.
Okay, I'm sorry you had to leave today.
I'm good.
Okay.
I am good.
Okay. I'll see you
I had it.